Now that we've learned our mill, we're going to learn the sword mill. Now, like the name suggests, we're going to have a sword grip. I'm going to have my pinky towards the globe, and it's going to be a very similar motion to that mill, again, where my arm is doing this circular motion with my elbow. It's just a different grip on the mace. So I'm going to bring the mace into the block position. This time, if I'm holding the mace in my right arm, the globe comes to my left shoulder. I block with the handle as if it were a sword. I'm going to put that sword behind my back. I'm going to bring my elbow down so that sword comes out. For this, I'm going to slice at the ground until it comes back up into the starting position. So one thing to remember here is if you're using a 10-pound mace, or even if you're a little bit shorter with a 7-pound mace, as you swipe down, the mace may be long enough that it hits the ground or it hits your toes. So be mindful of that as it comes down. Gauge how much you need to pull up with your elbow so that you're clearing the ground and your feet. So again, we block, mace goes behind, pull it out, slice the ground. Just like we did with the mill, once we're comfortable with those segments, we're going to start allowing the momentum to carry itself into the next part, so that as I slice, the handle comes into the block, goes behind, slice, block, behind, pull out. Now, another thing to think about with this one is I don't want to be death gripping that mace, because doing that is going to lock up my wrist a little bit. You may be able to do this, it's just going to feel a bit more clunky, whereas if we would relax our grip, just hold tight enough to keep your hand on the mace, but our fingers are allowed to move and bend as it comes around. That's going to help a lot with the mobility here. So loosen your grip up just a little bit. We still want a firm grip on the mace. We don't want to be squeezing it to death. So relaxed grip so that our mace moves within our hand, and that'll help keep that momentum rolling a bit more comfortably. So practice this on both sides, and then I'll see you back here for the next move.